Hello and welcome back to Bread Theory. I'm your host, Zach. Joining me, activating her bob at the moment, the lovely Miss Amanda.
Not Zach.
How you. Really? You're not Zach? I don't have a bob. I got a
Hair
ponytail.
cut.
A hair tut? Is this what we're calling the style now? Nice hair tut, bozo. I love how pleased you are with the joke that I made about you misspeaking. Anyway, we're going to be doing more Witcher tonight. Is there anything you want to talk about before we get started?
Yeah.
What?
What's going on this week?
Are you determined to just not be on camera? Should I put it back just on me? Fine.
I'm so round.
Oh my god.
Fine. No, leave us both on. Just know that I can't sit on a chair normal because I'm not normal.
Fine. Well, okay, will this make it better? There. Now you're just tiny,
Mm-hmm.
tiny
That
little
helps.
Manders.
Excuse me?
By the way, she loves being called Manders. And she's about to hit me like Ilhan Omar. Like Ilhan Omar going after a squirt gun guy. She's about to settle up. Uh,
That's not nice. Tell us about your week.
about my week?
Yeah.
Let's see. It has been a busy week, as it has been a lot in the Twin Cities. We have had tons and tons of protests, as I'm sure all of you know by now. Tragic shooting of Alex Preddy happened uh, just over a week ago. And in response to that, we held another general strike, organized again chiefly by the PSL, which I was quite
Pumpkin spice latte for life.
the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
Yes, latte. Love.
All right, I will turn it down. Hold on. Is that better? Thanks. Like a rock troll.
Good.
So anyway, we had another march. It was again a great success. Probably, I don't know if the estimate is finally somewhere around 6,000 people by my estimate showed up. I live streamed quite a bit of it, almost the entire time I was there. That was a great experience. This has now inspired me to go a little bit more down the journey. I bought some gear that I plan to use next time, including a really tall selfie stick so I can get some better shots of the crowd. My new microphone just came. It is an omnidirectional microphone because I noticed in the last streams, I'm sure it's just something that iPhone or Restream or somebody does, but in an attempt to block out background noise, it kind of muffles the stuff that's happening in the crowd, so things sound kind of garbled sometimes. You can't really make things out unless there's one clear speaker, which I was pleased that there was for the first stream anyway. So at least we got to hear what they were all saying because it was some important stuff. So I got a new microphone. I don't know if it's going to work for crowds. I got to do more research, but it'll definitely be better for capturing audio of people that are nearby. At the very least, my hope is to use it in conjunction with the selfie stick because it is omnidirectional, which means it'll take up sound from all directions. I'm hoping it'll capture a lot more of the crowd because that's an important part of it. But my goal was to stream as long as I could, if for no other reason than to show that these are real people out here. This is not AI. I mean, as far as I know, you still cannot AI a live stream to any great effect.
I mean, they're obviously paid.
Yes, 50,000 people each got $1 to show up. You know, people always love to do these sorts of things. Every protest I can remember since back in the days of protesting George Bush Jr.'s war on Iraq, people would be like, oh, "It's the same stuff. Get a job. Uh, yeah, don't you have some job to go to? Stuff like that. These are all paid agitators. You'll even hear it from local governments. These were outside agitators, especially if windows get broken or stuff like that. It can never be our populace that is on feeling the unrest. It has to be outside. Um, Heard that a lot during the George Floyd uprising as well. Outside agitators coming in by the thousands, which never seemed to materialize, but whatever. What are some other common ones? People are just saying now, oh, AI, 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 AI. Or, where's the fire hose? How about a fire hose? Get the fire hose on. Get the fire hose on. Fire hose, fire hose. Like, it's the most hilarious thing to just, like, threaten murder of your political opponents, who, as you can see on the screen, are that you're watching and commenting on, are literally doing nothing but chanting and marching. But yeah, let's put the fire hose on them so they all freeze to death. Haha. Because this time too, it was hovering around 0 the whole time that I was there. I went with a friend this time. That was really helpful. She was able to hold the signs while I did a lot of the streaming. Next time, I'm just not going to bring a sign at all. I'm hoping to make up a little sign to put on my selfie stick that shows the channel brand and like a QR code so people can join as they're in the crowd. And I'm going to have the lovely Miss Amanda being my moderator in chief. Because if anyone likes smacking down people who are being rude, it's Miss Amanda. And this will give her all the power to do so. Because it was an experience, and I know I'm leaving this up on screen for a long time, but I'm sorry, I just want to get these thoughts out while they're still fresh. It was an experience. You know, usually when I go live, right now I got 1 viewer. Usually it's no more than 4 or 5 at a time. But I went live with the protests, and it would spike. It would be 16, it would be 20. And for me, that's a lot. That's a lot of people. That's more than I can moderate while I'm trying to stream at the same time and like hold the phone as my fingers are freezing in the cold sub-zero wind chill. So we're going to have someone back here to kind of protect things. People said some awful stuff, especially about Renee Good and Alex Preddy, how they got what they deserved, although in much more graphic detail. And there was just a lot of spam. You know, people see a live stream that has any viewers, and there's always one who's got to like just pump it full of Bible verses and stuff, and like that's fine if you want to do that on your own, but that's got nothing to do with what's going on. So I got that out of there. A lot of it was just the same. Again, really lazy, boring, right-wing commentary. Get a job. And then it was just a bunch of people like, where is this? What's going on? What is happening? What are they doing? Why are they doing this? Like, people should know, but I named the stream Ice Out Raid, Strike. I had the date so people would know it was current. I should have put Minneapolis because most people are like, oh, where is this? Where is this? Where is this? Where is this? Even though I said, but then I would type in Minneapolis, and then 3 minutes later, where is this? Where is this? Where is this? It's like, I don't know. Anyway, things to learn for next time. Say the location, say exactly what's going on in the title, and then if people are still just blundering in because they click something before actually reading it, then that's on them. They can figure it out. Other than that, I was pretty satisfied. I found that with Restream, because that's what I use to do all my live streams, I did not have the ability to zoom in, which was frustrating. I'll have to see if there's a way, some sort of workaround with that, because there should be, right? Like, I'm using my phone, it has zoom functionality, but somehow not when it's live streaming. I don't know. Also, when it's up on a selfie stick, 15 feet above the crowd, that may not be an issue anyway. But lots of stuff to test out. I've started looking at different gear for people that are serious about covering protests and stuff like that. Haven't bought a whole lot of it yet, but who knows? If this thing catches on, if it seems like y'all like that sort of thing, I'll probably invest more into this path of protest journalism. Feel like I have everything from a tactical vest, which mostly would just carry the phrase press on the front and back. Even though I'll have to look into what it takes to actually get an official press pass at any given time. I picked out a skateboard helmet because from all the forums that I looked at, it seems like that's the easiest, most cost-effective way to protect your head if police start firing baton rounds or anything. I already have a respirator, but I've looked into maybe getting a 2-part one, so like sealed goggles with respirator so that I can take the respirator on and off as needed. Stuff like that. I've always loved gear. One of the the oldest pictures of me is me standing, and I have my canteen slung around me. I have a bunch of different, like a flashlight, toys, stuff like that. I've always been fascinated by gear and tools and stuff like that. So it's been fun to look at that stuff again with a different purpose in mind. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. As far as I can see, I'm going to stick with just using my iPhone as the camera because of the live stream capabilities. I'm sure there are higher end video recording cameras that you could like sync up with a phone, but not quite at that point yet. That would probably be a huge investment that I'm not willing to make. And iPhone gives a clear enough picture, even though I'm only able to stream in 720p. That's pretty close to HD, close enough that you can make out that these are real people and you can see what's going on. So I'm okay with it. But it was a great protest. A lot of good energy. We stopped when we got to Hennepin and then turned the corner. There was this, I don't know if it was impromptu or if they had meant it to be there, but there was just this drum circle of like, I think 2 or 3 very large drums. These guys would beat on it, and then they'd invite people from the crowd to come keep the rhythm with them. People were just dancing, having a good time. So despite the seriousness of the protest itself, people were still happy to be together amongst like-minded people, happy to be out doing something about all the horrible things they see going on. And that sort of thing. Alright, now I'll finally read the note that I just picked up in the game. Oh, go ahead.
Talk about your upcoming week.
My upcoming week, I start my last semester of grad school where I only have classes. After that, I'll be going into my internship for the summer, and then for the fall into spring, I'll be having a longer-term internship. So, excited for that. I have the list of places to look at. Excited to see who I get matched up with. But I'm going to try for this first one anyway to do something that's kind of outside of where I think I'll end up, because I'm kind of aiming towards ending up in education, social work. I really love the educational environment. I love working with autistic kids. I don't care. This is what I do. I am an educator at heart. I've tried to resist it for a long time, but it is who I am, for sure. There's few things that I like better than informing people of something they don't know that I think is important. Anyway, so I'm gonna try and do something different for my first internship because I got to do 2 of them. So might as well try something different. Um, kind of aiming towards children and family services. There's a foster care program through county, I believe, that I'm gonna check out.
Hennepin County.
Hennepin County, yeah. But who knows? Who knows which one is gonna be a good match for me? There's a whole bunch of different ones. There's Center for Victims of Torture, which would be intense, but I'm sure I would learn a lot. Same with another one that treats people with persistent mental illness. Um, so yeah,
I love an SPMI moment.
yeah. But I think it would be difficult in that like there's not really an end treatment goal for that. You know, it's more just managing symptoms, making your way through life, living as much of a life as you want to live as is possible. So a lot of struggle in that, but again, I've learned a lot.
I think it can help you inform policy choices.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, just being in the schools now, there's a lot of policies I see that are just, I would consider anti-client centered, for lack of a better word, but it's like um, anti-student centered, where it's more just shuffling them through the system, making sure they learn how to behave in society, and that's about it. Not to say that that's all of it, by any means. I just see these policies come up, especially when stuff like, I'm gonna get off on a huge tangent, but when like ABA comes out as the policy, the whole goal of ABA is to alter your behavior so that you can fit into the society and its expectations and learn how to get along, basically.
It's classical conditioning
Yeah.
for special needs.
So there's a lot of it's called extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation. So it's motivation from outside of yourself. You're doing it because you get a piece of candy. So like, sit still for 15 minutes. We're going to set a timer. If you can sit still for 15 minutes and not get out of your seat, you get a piece of candy. You know, if you let me know when you need to go to the bathroom, when you come back, you can watch 15 minutes of a SpongeBob episode. These sorts of things. This very transactional exchange method of dealing with people that I really don't like. I can see some utility for it, but I think it should be more of a last resort than a first choice. And often I see it being a first choice. It's like, how do we deal with this bad behavior? Well, let's give them something for it. Let's put them on a level system where if they earn 100 points a day, then sometime in the vague future they can watch a movie for half the day or go to an apple orchard or something like that. And what I would prefer is intrinsic motivation. And that really refocuses how you come at things just by saying intrinsic, because you have to then figure out what they want for their life, what motivates them or what could motivate them. You know, things like feeling like a good friend, feeling you're doing good for your community, a sense of accomplishment at doing a hard task. These are intrinsic motivations. And I think that's what, well, basically all mental health, but certainly when dealing with students that will have autism their entire lives, I think that's better, because it then puts everything on the student in terms of building out how you deal with them. So then you can do things like figure out, what do you want to be when you're an adult? You want to go to school and work on computers. You want to be a computer engineer, whatever. Okay, let's figure out how we achieve that goal. Well, it says here, if you want to be a computer engineer, you probably can't be yelling at your boss all the time. So maybe we should learn how to get along in a office setting, not because it's what we want you to do, but it's because it would help you further your own goal. It's a little bit of a reframe, but I think it makes a big difference. I'm getting off on such a big tangent here. I'm going to read this letter, and then we can. I want to continue with the game as well. This is just a blank screen, but then I will ask you your thoughts on all that crap I just. It's not crap, but all the stuff I said.
I see.
I really want to get on with this. Don't be like that. So, we found this guy in a cage. He'd been kept by a troll. He had died, unfortunately. And it says on the scrap of paper that was in his pocket, on this scrap, rent from my own garment, using my own blood and a fragment of bone from some unknown creature, I read a summary of my sad tale, for I shall surely perish forthwith. Perhaps one day a bard shall happen upon it and compose from it a ballad to squeeze tears from the most pitiless miser. Some time ago, I spied a monster roaming in the proximity of my estate. Upon further investigation, I learned it was a she-troll descended from the Gorgon foothills. I thus scraped together a few crowns and went into the uh, Camerlengo. Went to the Camerlengo to request he hire a knight errant to slay the monstrosity. Yet as I was making this journey, said she-troll sprang up out of the bushes, knelt down by my horse, and professed something in the garbled speech of trolls that I took to mean she had chosen me as her beau. Uh-oh. Since it is most ill, since it's most ill-bred to be rude to a lady, even a monstrous one, I declined her politely and was ready to be on my way when she tossed a sack over me, tucked me under her arm, and carried me here to this clearing. She locked me in a cage and stared at me for hours, sending creeping shivers down my spine. So now I slowly starve to death, for while she gives me clear water to drink, my only food is the soup the she-troll spends all day brewing, a foul concoction reeking of carrion and onion, and I would rather perish than put the slurry to my lips. Okay, so this dandy boy from an estate starved to death because he didn't want to eat something that was unpleasant. I'm sure they will write quite the legend about him that some bard will then sing. There's the she-troll. Oh, poor she-troll. I don't much like killing trolls because they are sentient, but I thought maybe the guy would still be alive. So, my mistake. Alright, let's change over to fire. Do we really need this honey? I don't think we do, actually. We'll continue on our merry way then. Alright, so now, how do you feel about the stuff I was saying?
About the protesting and you.
Just anything, the stuff I was saying about my philosophy for dealing with autistic children, anything I've talked about.
I agree in that I dislike DBA. As I said before, I think it's like classical conditioning for people. And because of their capabilities.
It's not allowed. That kind of beating feast is over.
Watching people have to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I don't have too many thoughts of my own.
Yes, you do.
Like, I don't know. I feel like you're drawn to working in this school setting, but I have a feeling that's not where you're gonna end up.
Yeah, where do you think I'm going to end up?
I think you're gonna end up in foster care.
That's definitely a possibility.
Because, like, they want more yous.
They want more of me's?
They want more men in social work in general. So, like, wherever you want to go, they'll gladly take you.
Well, that's nice.
It is nice. Also, it's frustrating as a female to be like, I know I will not be as coveted because I am one of 100,000. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. So,
That's okay. Yeah, it's kind of rare that you come into a field where they're looking for more men to be part of it. But a lot of social services and care work do tend to be that way, which is unfortunate.
well,
I sure hope so.
Time to end this.
when I was going to work in a hospital setting,
Move it.
Yeah, you haven't really talked about working in a hospital setting much lately.
I mean, I've tried it, and like that's only one experience. There's so many more to be had. Excited, but
You dare to get flatter me?
Oh, that's cool.
Nazis?
And you are pretty close. You are on your final semester, which is quite exciting. I know, you do love... See, calling me a nerd, you love to be in school so much. You love learning.
pretty sure this doesn't address anything that's so stupid.
I'm gonna get stupid. Jeez. Totally not. I don't know. I thought I got rid of all my stuff. Overburdened. Jeez. I know. That's so exciting, though.
Yeah, it is exciting and it's scary.
Are you excited about your puppy?
No, I'm not, because there's not gonna be a puppy.
There's gonna be a puppy.
There's not gonna be a puppy.
gonna be a
It's not
puppy.
funny.
Why is that not funny?
There's
Would you really be
Run,
mad if I
Roach.
got you a puppy?
I think we should leave because we're gonna be going on that trip probably, and
Yeah. That is true.
be stuck looking for a job, and
And dealing with the puppers,
yeah.
I guess. Well, as soon as you get a real awesome professional job, then we'll get a puppy. Okay, so if we have to leave the country, we'll get a puppy when we get there. Wherever we're going. I really hope it doesn't come to that. I kind of like it in America. I mean, like, people recently have shown how awesome they can be.
Yeah. Others have shown how horrendous.
True enough.
Now I shall sing
It
you
is
a
the
song.
yin and the yang,
2,
but
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
overall, especially being a Minnesotan, one that lives in the Twin Cities, I'm pretty proud of all that. But these people are risking their lives for strangers because they don't want fascism and they don't want injustice. That's huge.
I do want to take a minute, though, to call out the fact that the gentleman that was killed around New Year's is perpetually left out of things,
That is true.
and that really has to stop.
Yeah.
Lucky
And
break.
I understand
That's the
why.
only reason you want me, Gwent.
About you. Porter? Was it Porter?
Yeah.
I need to look it up. Because he deserves...
He does. He deserves much more mention, much more remembrance. But it's because the other two were their executions were filmed on camera.
Don't dare to think you
So
walk
there was
hard
no
girls here.
lying about what they were doing. There's no twisting the facts, even as much as Christy Nome tried to do that immediately in both circumstances. Everyone can see. Only the people that really just love to hate the left are clinging to any other counter narrative. Or people that really just don't like democracy and just supplicate themselves to all authority all the time.
Greetings.
There's 8
I hope your
people
search
who
goes
so
well.
far have passed away.
What do you have on offer?
Luis Gustavo Nunez Carceres, the 42-year-old immigrant from Honduras. He's in Texas. He had been admitted to the hospital for a heart condition, and they arrested him during an operation.
Are you kidding? There was a guy recently in St. Paul who ICE pulled over and were trying to arrest, and he had a heart attack. And they took their sweet ass time getting their stupid vehicles out of the way so the EMTs could get in and save his life. And last I heard, his life had been saved, but they were just.
Timing is everything when you're having a heart attack or a stroke.
And then another one of the idiots would come in and block, and then be like, "Hey, come on." This guy's having a heart attack. Get out of the way. And they were taking their sweet ass time.
Mhm.
And people were mad. The community rose up and they were screaming pretty loud at those guys. So that part was good to see.
Well, they deserved it. Like,
They absolutely deserved it.
um,
Awful, awful people.
I'm not done with my list.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I don't mean to dismiss. Geraldo Lunas Campos died January 3rd while in ICE custody. He was a Cuban immigrant. Lunas became disruptive while he was in line for medication and then refused to return to his assigned dorm. And he ended up committing suicide.
Oh, that's awful.
He was afraid.
That's just awful.
He has children. He had 3 children.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Victor Manuel Diaz. Was found unconscious and unresponsive in his room. They're trying to claim it was a suicide. The people in his life don't think that he would have killed himself. He wasn't a criminal, he was a citizen. he was just trying to get a better life, and he wanted to help out with his mother. He was trying to earn money to send back home.
It's just awful.
A Pennsylvania man named Brady Law, and I apologize if I'm messing up these names, but I just want to reiterate that this is important.
Yeah,
We're talking beyond whiteness, because this is, I think, where we're fucking up and we need to do better.
yeah, absolutely.
Died in ICE custody at the Thomas Jefferson University Hospital. He was a Cambodian immigrant. He was given Narcan and then taken to the hospital, diagnosed with several other organ failures, among other conditions.
Ludovic, the
In
latest
fact,
in cats
I
and
wonder if
styles
the Witcher
in the
plays any
Koviri
tricks
He was
court.
a really wonderful person, and so many people loved him. This is a great loss to her family.
I'm sure.
And of course,
The scars.
good Luis Beltrain Yanez Cruz was killed in California. He was apparently removed from the country and re-entered 20 years ago.
Chops. The more you beat them, the better they are.
He was having heart-related issues once he was detained. But he probably had a heart attack. They don't really say.
That's awful.
Herbert Sanchez Dominguez was in Lovejoy, Georgia. He died on January 14th. He was found unresponsive. His death is still currently under investigation. He was arrested on January 7th for driving without a license. They're saying the circumstances around that are still unclear. It kind of makes me think a little more. So, like, you know how we talk about anxiety as students, and, like, sometimes it's right, and sometimes it's a bodily, like, trauma response? Like, in this situation, these people were likely very traumatized by something very real.
Mm-hmm.
And because that experience is so foreign, and it's not something people talk about, because it wasn't something that happened all the time like that, you know?
True.
It's causing, like, real physical symptoms. And I just feel like we need to talk about that more. Like, I know this isn't a game, right? And I know that a lot of people don't like it that way. But we gotta talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how, like, we talk about, like, when we go to the or whatever, and you're on the equipment, like, you expect your heart rate to go up, right? Because that's what you're trying. You're creating a safe space of distress.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work for people when there's, like, actual, real distress. So how do we help?
I don't know.
And, like, I want to get into a weird ethics thing here.
Sure.
So, like, as people entering the mental health field, the people who are inflicting this trauma now, we still have an obligation to help them, serve them. How do you handle that?
That's a good question. Boy. Well, I think we need to take a dialectical approach. We can't pretend that the world is fine and it's just them who needs to be um changing.
Say more.
We can hold two things at once. We can look at their unique traumas, their unique difficulties with whatever mental illness they are facing, and we can also acknowledge that it is hard to live in the world and that, depending what their identity is, the world might be actively hostile towards them. So, um, we can try and treat both, and we can also stand up for them by engaging in activism around policy. Um,
I think we might have gotten off on the wrong topic.
well,
Are we
okay.
talking about the
What
agents or the?
I was talking, no, I was talking about our clients. Is that not what the question was?
Well, there is a likelihood at some point that someone who acts as an agent now may become a client later.
Well, that's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to even want to treat those people. Um, especially if they are not remorseful. So, what do you do? People are like, oh, I have nightmares about the people I beat up.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't regret a moment of being in the job. I know it's a hard job. I don't know what to do. I literally don't know what to do about that. That's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you think?
I think as a practitioner, you have to build the rapport. You have to build trust so that when it is time to ask the hard questions that you can ask them. And I mean, realistically, I guess now that I think a little harder about it, these clients probably wouldn't be there voluntarily. It would probably be mandated service. But still, you still have to act ethically. They can still report you, you know.
Yeah, but what is ethically what is ethical if you're trying to help a person who hurt maybe other of your clients, maybe even directly, who knows, who doesn't feel bad about it?
Then maybe it's a lack of empathy, and then you need to explore, is this person a sociopath?
Yeah.
Really, though.
No, you're right.
Because I think for a lot of those individuals, there's something that I feel like strikes me that when the rubber hits the road for those individuals that are currently serving this administration as agents, if there was a true problem. A true thing to be afraid of. I think they would fall apart. Because as a lot of sources have reported, these people are not very well trained in this line of work. And I think all of us can say it as educators or people who've worked in psychiatric hospitals and any other number of places that the tactics that they are using are not de-escalating or de-escalation whatsoever
No.
in any form.
Well, it seems like someone is telling them to treat wherever they go as if they're occupying a hostile foreign nation. They don't seem to understand why anyone would be protesting them or going against them. You know, when they keep saying, "Didn't you learn your lesson? Didn't you learn your lesson?" to the people that they arrest for just protesting or following them, which they're legally allowed to do, by the way.
Right. But, like, again, I think that's a form of poor training, right? And
I don't know that it's just poor training, though. I think it is.
I'm trying to be a little more, like, don't get me wrong, don't mistake any of this for, like, that I think what's happening is okay,
Right.
but I think there are deeper issues. I think there is more here.
Okay.
Like, if these people were informed of the law, if these people had gone through better training, I think a lot of us would be less aware of what's going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just sound cracked.
No, not at all.
And, like, can you blame someone that isn't, like, trained for the job? Again, I'm not saying anything about this being okay. I'm just playing both sides because I have to learn how to do it.
Sure.
Thoughts?
Right. And I don't think a lot of people know what they're getting into when they get into it. And they're fed a lot of garbage. And they really just only see the money. So still. It's really hard. I don't even know.
Renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
As a
Superbly,
practitioner,
sir.
maybe you can use that
General
as a buy-in.
refurbishment has been completed. And I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might hang weapons and armor, if you've some pieces you'd like to display.
Which fed into
Likewise, I have
stupid
prepared a few
impulsivity.
spots in which new paintings might be hung. In other news, the laborers dusting out the cellar have made a most unusual discovery. I believe it's something you'll wish to see.
If you say I should see it, I'll go see it right now, BB.
My fingers knit to shreds.
Probably gotta end up working it. I swear.
I mean, you might. If you have a good temperament for it.
Strange. Something behind this wall, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Like, if you can have empathy for people that are doing horrible things right now, who maybe in the future might have remorse, who may be coming in without remorse, and you might have to actually help them find it, then that's a good sign, really.
Forgiveness isn't necessarily, like, okay, the behavior. I want want to be clear there too.
Yeah. Right. It can, in fact, you know, with restorative justice, it's much more about how do we proceed? How do we make things right? Past, so we can decide how we address the future.
A laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time.
So, I don't know how comfortable I'd feel being around prison guards.
Yeah. That would be hard, but you probably wouldn't have to interact with them that much. Alright, so we found this letter from an alchemist that used to work here. I don't want to read the whole thing. Let's see what we can do with this table. Okay. Transform mutagens. Upgrade basic mutagens. That's cool.
You know,
Oh, we can turn into lesser green mutagens. Hmm.
I just thought of another thing.
What's that?
Circling back to this idea of working with prisoners. Most people are in prison because they've committed a petty crime and they got caught. Most people are in prison because they, like, stole food for their family or something. It's not always these super hard crimes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's true. So I guess we do have to assume that it's going to be the case with people that make all kinds of choices we would not.
Because, like, which people are most
Bushel
likely
of
in
grapes is
prison?
more a burden than that steel of yours.
True, also.
BB, know anything about the laboratory in the cellar? One of the previous owners take an interest in alchemy?
A laboratory? Alchemy? I know nothing of it. But I understand that to a witcher this must be a very intriguing find.
It is. It was walled up. Equipment's pretty ancient too, so it must have belonged to someone who lived at Corvo Bianco before you started working here. Whoever it was sure knew their stuff, though. Got dragon glass vials and flasks, stills, sublimators, vengerometers.
Forgive me, sir, but I fear I don't follow.
Just saying, it's top-notch equipment. True masterpieces of craftsmanship for use in alchemy. Brewing a concoction with this stuff versus doing it over an open fire? Well, there's no comparison.
Then I am all the more delighted you discovered it, sir.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What
All
do you
right.
think, BB?
As you wish,
Take a
sir.
little break. You can
Shall
help me
we
figure out
see
what
to
to
the house
refurbish
or
on
the
my
grounds
wine
this
estate
time?
next
Oh,
that I won.
congratulations.
House of the Grounds.
What season is it?
Summer.
Grounds.
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
Provided we preserve the grounds Beauclervois stylings, and on condition that you are not considering something like digging
Can you
fast
hear what he's
holes
saying?
in which to store monster carcasses or bury cursed treasure,
Okay.
I am very
Very
much
soft
in
my
favor, sir.
earphones, but that's okay. Herbs in the garden. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
So, sometimes I have to brew a potion, but I can't find the herbs I need growing anywhere nearby.
Well, you're in luck, sir. The flower garden, once kept by Madame Nina, Monsieur Bolis's wife, seems the ideal place to cultivate herbs. In fact, it's roomy enough to plant shrubbery.
Let's do it.
Good idea, Barnabas Basil. Herbs there will save me hours of painstaking searching and harvesting.
The idea is yours, sir. I am but the humble executor of your will. I believe we shall have sown the first seeds in 2 days' time. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
I guess we can do also work on the house.
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
Indeed, momentum is best maintained once established. Now that we've finished the general renovations, you might begin to consider such things as a new bed, or additional armor stands, or weapon racks. Also,
Yeah,
some
I'm
new
fixing up
furnishings,
my
and
estate.
a fresh coat of paint
BB's
on
helping
the
me
walls
out.
would do much to improve
Remind
the
you
guest
you're doing a
quarters.
joke.
Okay. Oh, here, we get a whole bunch of stuff we can do here. Better bed, weapon rack, armor stands, guest rooms. What do you think?
Are you having guests over?
I mean, I'm an estate owner now.
Are you like Airbnb?
Part of the landed gentry. No, it's more like they'd stay here and I would entertain them and then they would leave. Or BB would if I was out on an errand.
So wait, what are the choices again?
Bed, weapons rack, armor stand, guest room.
Guest room.
Was
Awesome.
wondering about the guest room. Not that I'm expecting company, but
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes should boast a comfortable guest room. What if someone were to drop by unannounced?
yeah, sooner we start on that the better.
I can tell a man of action immediately. I'll see to it myself. The room shall be ready in 2 days, in my opinion. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Oh, I can do all the stuff at once. Okay, let's do all of it.
Thinking about buying a comfortable bed. Always wanted one.
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is supremely important. But say the word, and I shall order you a bed from the carpenters who craft comfort for the court.
Great.
All right.
Order me a fine bed, please. Think I
You
deserve
think you got a
my
Titan
age.
mattress?
True indeed, true indeed. I shall send a runner at once. The bet
Or
will
just
be
a
in
wooden
place
board
by
just
this
set
time tomorrow.
on top of his frame.
Is there
he's
anything,
tough as
anything
nails,
else
Garalt.
you require, sir?
But
Nails.
oh, I thought you were gonna say a bed of nails.
Could
Need
use
another
another
weapon
weapon rack.
rack.
Got some interesting pieces I'd like to display.
I know of a
That's my wine
carpentry shop
cellar,
in town
thank
which
you.
crafts the humblest lumber into true
I mean, there's wine
masterpieces.
down there in big
You
barrels.
need but give the word.
It is a vineyard after all.
Fine. Order the racks.
Of course, at once. At most 1 day for them to arrive, is my estimation. Is there anything else you require, sir?
And more armor stands on
Along
the
the
horse.
path, I've often picked up well-crafted, beautifully ornamented armor. Some of those pieces would look great on display here.
I agree. It would lend the place a certain witcher's air. Shall I order new stands at once, sir?
Yes, just please make sure they're solidly made and nicely finished.
It goes without saying, sir. There is nothing worse than splendid armor upon a subpar stand. By this time tomorrow, they shall be ready to display your finest finds. Is there anything else you require, sir?
What are your choices?
That's all
That's
for
it.
now, BB. Thanks.
Nice. Lots of improvements coming my way. Is that what they were calling me before? Garalt, aka Village Whore? That's not very nice. Look at my cool estate though, huh? Climbing roses. There's like a little well. There's geese. There's different little cottages for different workers. Going to the cottage. Oh, here's my horse. He's got his own stable now. I built this, or I had them built this, I should say.
Yeah, how does Roach feel about that?
I mean, he's doing pretty good. He goes right to it. Eating his hay.
Hey,
Her hay. Sorry. Excuse me.
girl.
Yes. There's like a fire pit. Ooh, I can go sharpen my weapons and improve my armor. Yeah, because now I gotta go fight bandits because it's part of my Witcher contract. Whoa. There's even a bridge over a creek. It's pretty nice. And then there's the vineyards.
Vineyard.
The vineyard. Look, there's my grapes. They make wine. Yeah. Do you think Ilian's gonna show up?
Ilya?
Oh, Ilya, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
You should be.
I forgot the name of your beloved.
Listen. Not everyone can have excellent taste in television, okay?
Okay.
See that? I'm aware of it.
Are you now?
Uh-huh. And tapping.
Good job.
Do you know the colors I would see on the Duchy's banners?
Greetings. I hope.
Alright, I gotta sell
What do you
some
have
of
on
my old
offer?
junk that I don't need anymore. Griffin Steel Sword. And Silver Sword. Why did I sell my Viper armor? I don't know. Guess because I didn't need it anymore. Viper boots. Viper trousers, yeah. Oh well.
Are you in trouble now?
Maybe I'll buy it back eventually. Who knows? In the meantime,
Is it cute though?
I mean, I don't know. Look at it. That's what it looks like.
It's fine. It's nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Need to get more water.
Okay.
Part of me being able to be here is me regulating myself.
Of course, I'm not judging at all. How do you like my armor right now?
That's
Very
cool.
gothic vampire, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What did I do with my phone? Oh, I put it over here.
Do you need to
I should probably check the chat just in case I'm not seeing. Probably.
Right.
What? Okay.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Sprinkle?
Not right now, thanks. No one is chatting there either. All right. Oof. Now it's time to go get some bandits. Oh, let's check the inventory one more time. We need to meditate, but we can do that once we get there. I'm okay with that. We're gonna need to have
The
full
Garalt brings
supplies.
peace to our
though.
domains. Plant its rich
Here
and
in
rotted
Claire,
gems.
was right and fair.
All right. Don't usually bother with bandits, but it is a contract that I apparently agreed to. And I'm a witcher of my word. So let's. Whoops. Sorry. I meant to go to Fox Hollow. I didn't mean to exit out. Fox Hollow. They grow pots? Earthenware vessels spring unbidden from the ground as if through a magic trick. I have not noticed that when in Fox Hollow. I'll have to check that out. But not right now. Right now, we're going to meditate on this bridge. We'll say until almost noon, because we're going to have a showdown at high noon. How about that? And then, yeah, we have to switch our quest to Night for Hire. Delete that. And then we go to the map. We need to go. Oh, are there still bandits over here? I got that bandit camp. Well, we're gonna have to go fight these bandits. 'Cause we don't want them coming in as reinforcements. Always easier to
If only I had a quarter.
get them out of the way, piece by piece, than all at once. Nice little town, this Fox Hollow. I don't see any earthenware pots springing out of the ground, though. Gotta say. Why does it show that there's still an active thing? It clearly isn't. Spotted? Was that? Did I see that happening? Nope. What was the letter that just came up?
Definitely hearing sounds on the roof again.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It just sounds like there's people up there walking around.
Why would people be up there though? It's still cold out. There's nothing up there, and that hatch is locked from the inside.
Yeah, there could be other ladders.
That's appalls.
Or I'm just crazy. You know. Whatever. I'm a woman after all.
Is that what I said?
Basically. Oh. I love my poof. Fine. You really should try sitting in this sometime.
Okay,
Okay.
I will. People are being quiet tonight. We got like 6 viewers across the platforms, but yeah, all's quiet. Anyone wants to say hello? Happy to chat with you. No pressure though.
Next step for the PSL is gonna be
To use the momentum that we've gained through these 2 super successful one-day strikes to push into organizing for a real general strike.
The signal fire now, Corblivey!
Because that would be by far the strongest weapon that the working class has.
Get some, chumper!
It is also good that it is, it's basically a non-violent weapon. But basically, a general strike is withholding all of our labor collectively.
Life is beautiful.
So whereas if you have just a regular
Even
strike,
more so.
it's the truckers union or the Teamsters or something like that.
Kill!
And they're striking for better working conditions for themselves or for others in their union, that sort of thing. A general strike is when everyone just like, that's it, I'm not working anymore. People don't go to school, people don't go to class. Everyone stays home.
that, but I really want to finish my program.
I hear you. I hear you.
Righteous help!
And this is one of the difficulties with getting it organized. Yeah, there's always stuff like that. People have legitimate reasons to want to keep going to work, to not want to risk their jobs, for sure. It can be hard. So you really have to weigh, one, if you can all do it, if you can all manage to do it together, because it only works when we all do it. And if you're the only guy at your work who does general strike, well, it's not really a strike. It's just you not calling in to work. But if we all do it, through all sectors, it can grind the gears of capitalism to a halt. And at that point, at least according to history, we can demand pretty much anything we want. Because they will be incredibly terrified that we are destroying capitalism, which maybe we are. Maybe that is what we end up doing, and that's how we get a socialist USA.
Kind of feel like we're on that track now, where we should be.
Yeah, like, I mean, if
Not working right now.
well, we can all, I think pretty much a large group, a chunk of the population, maybe even half the population at this point, has a vague sense that capitalism is not working for them. Things get worse every year. It's harder and harder for average people to make it, to buy a home, to have things as good as their past generations, their forebears have it or had it. It's harder and harder and harder. And so, what do? Do we just slowly sink and decline until we're all under the poverty line? So right now, half the country is under the poverty line. Do we wait till we're all that point and then we do something about it finally? Or do we try something different? Like maybe it's all collectively owning the means of production? What do? So, if enough people come to that realization and they get desperate enough that they want to do something about it, your options are bloody revolution, which is what our country was founded on. This is not without precedent.
Yeah,
Not
without
president. Yeah, I meant to say precedent. My mistake. Speaking of jokes, it's not without precedence. But is that really what we want? Maybe. There's a lot that can happen in a revolution, though, that mean things don't quite go the way that you were hoping it would go. So, there's always a big risk in that, of leaving huge vacuums of power. You don't always know who's going to fill it. You're going to hope it's your guys, but you don't know. Or are we going to do a general strike and then we show once and for all that there is no product of any kind without labor.
You gave me
So laborers themselves deserve to have some self-determination about where the so-called profit goes from that labor. Of course.
What about people who work in the medical profession and there's like really
Okay, so in a general strike, yes, they would still need to do their jobs. People who are saving lives, we can't expect them to stop.
Yeah.
But everyone else, and it takes collective sacrifice, it takes collective planning.
How do we
pathetic.
promote if they still want to like
You dare to get flat on me?
Well, then it could look like a lot of things. It could look like them continuing to provide support. Maybe they don't do it quite in the same way.
Damn it, that hurts. Near turned it myself.
Maybe it's more like a free clinic thing. I mean, but really, those people would probably be exempted from an expectation to participate. Yeah, for sure. Nothing wrong with asking.
the PSL have issue with that.
Oh yeah? What have you heard?
There's an individual who is working in the medical industry and isn't able to just leave because they have leave.
Yeah.
And
You know, us working in the mental health field, we might not be able to just leave.
yeah,
We might still have to see clients on on a regular basis because we cannot risk the mental health of our clients. So it's not an all or nothing proposition.
Why the bum sweat did you come here? Why the bum sweat did you come here?
Ever fight a Witcher?
You stand no chance against us.
Sure.
Take cover!
I know damn well that their next
Come on! Come here!
services will be more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up and fight.
Right. So no, more it's just like all the things that the economy needs to keep going are things that we try and shut down. So like just to give an example, last time it happened in Minneapolis, there was a couple of unionized industries in town. I want to say it was the truckers union. Just got to a point where they couldn't take it anymore. Minneapolis, St. Paul had been huge union busting towns. There was a large coordinated effort against people unionizing before that point. And however they got it, I mean, they planned for a couple months to do this general strike. However they got to that point, all the unions and a bunch of other people agreed to sign on to it. Okay, so they had enough people they knew that they could really throw their weight around, affect change. And they did. For 6 days, they shut down the city, and there was huge brawls with policemen and unions trying to stop scabs from coming in and taking over for them. It was a lot of chaos, and there probably was some bloodshed too. I haven't looked that closely into it, but I wouldn't be surprised. But not on the order of a revolution or anything. Not a bloody overthrow of the ruling class or something like that. So proportionately pretty bloodless. And after that point, unions flourished. All sorts of change happened in Minnesota. This was in 1934 this happened. Unions got a huge foothold here. And for a long time did really well until, nationwide unions started getting slowly dismantled and their power sapped away from them by various legislation, starting basically in the 70s at the height of unionism, to the point where we're at today, where less than 10% of the population is unionized.
We have quite an audience right now.
Yeah, we got 6 people. That's good to see. So yeah, that's how things went that time. Things are different now, of course. Jobs are different, unionization is different, but still, I mean, maybe it's close to the level. Yeah, and bosses are really afraid of it. And they would be afraid of a general work stoppage. Like someone was saying online, if we get to the point of a real nationwide generalized strike, which that has never happened in U.S. history, as far as I know. There's been large-scale general strikes. There was one where they sent in the army to try and force people back to work. And they got, what they got out of that one? They got the New Deal out of that one. They got the New Deal out of that one. That was the compromise that Roosevelt gave them, was putting in New Deal policies, doing all the WPA programs, which, definitely a lot to be criticized about that. They were very racist. They favored white people.
Didn't they also dismantle a whole bunch of those programs?
Eventually they did, yeah.
Okay.
But for a long time, the New Deal was, in force, and biggest change the biggest concession labor has ever gotten. So if there was like if this was planned well, all the unions were on board with this, and everyone else who could possibly afford to strike, if we put up together strike funds to supplement people's incomes in case they lost their jobs, or just couldn't be not paid for that time to make up the whatever income they would have lost had they gone to work. If we set up mutual aid chains to give people food and shelter and stuff like that when they need it, if we really made it so that we as the working class could do this together, we could demand whatever we want, really. We could certainly demand that Trump step down as president. We could demand that ICE be dismantled as an organization.
Hold on, can we pause on that a second?
Yeah.
Why haven't they asked for that already? I feel like there's enough stuff that would justify.
Because we haven't put enough pressure on them yet. 1 day strikes are one thing. Doing it 2 weeks in a row is impressive, but overall, it doesn't hurt industry enough. Minneapolis, it took 6 days of striking where people just didn't go to work to finally bring all the union busters to their knees. Nationwide, it would likely be something similar. I don't know. I haven't looked into exactly what would be needed, but it would be long enough time that people would feel the pain. You know, I'd feel the pain not going to work for a week. But if we pull together and we work to help one another, we can manage a week. But yeah, we could demand whatever we want. We could demand the end of ICE. We could demand that we return Nicolas Maduro to his nation. He never should have been kidnapped in the first place. We could demand an investigation to everyone that collaborated in all of those Caribbean murders of people that were likely mostly fishermen. We could demand whatever, up to and including an end. You know, we could call for a constitutional convention. You know, say, hey, we have gone long enough under this capitalist system. We need to reconstitute things. And instead of enshrining life, liberty, and property in the Constitution, enshrining life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, and making those guarantees. Because a right is pretty useless if you don't have a guarantee. Like saying you have a right to housing, but then not giving you housing, and you end up homeless, well, what good is that right now? Saying you have a right to health care, but you end up on the street sick and you die, what good is that right? There has to be a guarantee for a right to actually be a right. And if we were to reconstitute around that, that would be tremendous change in and of itself. I mean, we get money out of politics. We could do away with predatory business practices. We could do anything. But at the very least, we could get rid of this tyrant and end this fascist regime.
I mean, like,
without a civil war.
right now, cognitively, he does not seem fit to serve.
No.
Like, if you are in the position where you have to only be available for certain hours because your sundowning, seems a bit questionable. Especially since he's given others out for less.
Yeah.
I don't think we talk about that enough. Like, yeah, Biden stepping down was needed. He was definitely not capable. But some people know when to take their ball and go home. Others do.
True enough. Anyway, you asked me what I think that is next for the PSL. I think that's it. Now, how I would like to be involved, ideally, I'm really big on this idea that they've been floating for some sort of a center where they can have like a base of operations, basically. And I think they're thinking not big enough. I don't mean that as an insult or anything. I think they can do better than it just being a place where people hang out and um, organize. I think this can, at the very least, be a place where they sell their merch, to get another stream of income coming into the party. Because remember, this is a political party. They need to raise funds to actually field candidates locally, statewide, and nationally. Um, so I think they need to get serious about having more than membership be their stream of income, and they might have other streams. I'm just getting into how they are organized. I don't know that well how they get all their money. I know they have a lot of members and a lot of people that pay dues, and so far that's good. But I don't think that's the only way that they should be sustaining themselves. They got to do more. So even having just a merch shop, that would be a start. What I really, really want is for them to have a PSL cafe, and they could even play on that phrase. People who think, oh, it's the pumpkin spice latte cafe, but really they go in and it's full of socialist stuff but also good food, And nothing fancy, nothing outrageous, nothing too risky, just solid, good coffee, tea, maybe some funky herbal stuff like rooibos, although that's pretty much everywhere. But tulsi, you don't see tulsi too much, and that's a fantastic drink. That's not hard to make yourself even. They call it the holy basil. It's tulsi. It's a member of the mint family, and it tastes really good. It's hard to even describe. Does not taste quite like mint. It has its own unique flavor. It's very warm and sunny. I guess that's the best I could do to describe it. But something like that, or maybe brew your own kombucha. The PSL brand kombucha. I feel like kombucha is popular enough that people know about it.
Or they did sourdough.
You could have it on tap. Do sourdough starter. Have some really good bread. Have a few key hooks that keep regular people coming in and spending money, and then taking what would be the profit in a normal business. First of all, organizing the workers into a worker-owned cooperative, but then taking what's left over after everyone has paid their wages, and instead of giving it to a private owner, putting it to the causes of the local PSL. Start generating that pot of money, and going from there. Maybe opening up a second cafe if one gets successful enough. But really building on that, putting up cooperative housing, like they talk about in socialist reconstruction. They could do so many things. Build a strike fund, hiring a social worker or just having a free mental health clinic, a free medical clinic that licensed professionals could come and do their volunteer time with. It could be just walk-in center. Start to provide those programs that the government has failed at providing for us, showing the lie that they always cry poverty for. We can't afford this program. We can't afford that. Well, if a ragtag group of third-party organizers can do it, then you better believe that a tax-collecting government can do the same and much more. Start doing that stuff though, so that people I've talked about this before. It serves multiple purposes. Not only are you doing good in the world, but you get that name out there. People will say, "Hey, my friend," maybe the friend comes to them, their stomach hurts, they don't know where to go, they can't afford Insurance, they can't afford to go to a doctor. Oh, go to the PSL clinic. Okay, PSL patched you up for free. They figured out what was wrong. They were nice, they were caring, blah blah blah. That person's going to remember that. They're going to tell more people. And eventually your name grows just organically through the good work that you do. At the same time, like I said, you're showing the lie that government can't take care of its own people, that we have to cut social programs to fit some sort of budget, on and on. And thirdly, though, you're getting a voter base going. If you really do something for someone, like treat their medical needs when no one else would, they're probably going to remember you when it comes time to vote. And they might even make an extra effort to go out of their way and vote. You might see surges in voter participation locally. And then from locally, we can build that'll bring more people into the movement, bring more volunteers, more dues paying members, where we can just keep pushing out. And similar to how, and this is my grand vision here, but similar to the way that capitalism used the levers of feudalism to kind of sow feudalism's own demise eventually. They took all the wealth that was gathered by the lords and the kings and whatnot, and they would go on expeditions and they would make the king even richer, but at the same time they would build their own business till the point where they had enough power and enough resources to start overthrowing kings or making them into constitutional monarchies where they're only king in name, where they don't really have much actual political power.
Like Charles.
So capitalism helps sow the seeds of the previous order's destruction. I think we can do something similarly and have capitalism, the free market anyway, sow the seeds of capitalism's destruction by having money-making ventures, but instead of them going to enriching a few, they enrich everybody, and they build political power as they do it. And eventually there's, we don't want to work for General Mills anymore if they don't make it into a worker-owned cooperative. We don't want to work for Target Corporation. Why would we do that when we can go work for one of these other ventures that's been set up by the PSL that can provide us with a lot more. It's more lucrative for the average worker. Eventually, we make capitalism much less attractive to the point where people stop remembering why they ever agreed to it in the first place.
But people didn't agree to it; it was forced on them.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a good point too. But still, a lot of people go along with it.
Sure, just choice is inclusive.
Choice is an illusion, by and large, but yeah, a lot of people go along with it because they don't think that there can be anything better, and that's unfortunate.
All is in order.
I feel like I'm really vibing today.
Yeah?
A little bit.
All right.
I feel like I'm asking good questions for once.
You are asking good questions.
The whole problem today.
You've never been the whole problem. What are you talking about? You've never been the whole problem.
Guess champion. Huh? What? Butch off! I'm working here! Saying no that you have this, you have that,
Long live the Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
What are your needs, master?
5 people watching.
Yeah, like I say, if anyone has any thoughts on what we've been talking about, wants to weigh in with your own thoughts, your own vision for what a better future could look like, let us know. I promise I won't bite your head off. I always am kind. I'm an educator, as I said.
Talk without some carrot.
I never want to make people feel bad for what they don't know, because we all don't know stuff. When Dan comes on, I learn something every single time. Okay? He knows way more about organizing than I do. That's one of the reasons I appreciate him coming on so often, is that I always get a better perspective.
Did our work for us.
Nobody
It
knows
was your
everything.
job to exterminate
Everyone
them.
starts
Yeah,
from somewhere.
I did.
And that's
They
okay.
were like an ulcer
I never
on
want
two
people to
sons
feel bad for that.
Loath half-breed. The most cankerous of them all.
A lot of stuff. You know more about social work than I do.
This loath half-breed.
So I learned
Part
a
elf?
lot about that.
You might have
You know
had
a lot
look
about a
before
lot
you
of things.
tore out his innards.
And I always
He was
appreciate your
called
perspective too.
half-breed, rumored to be half
And it helps
elf,
me understand where
but in
I'm not
truth,
being clear about what
who
I'm saying.
knows? Besides, how is one to know a half-elf? By one normal ear? One pointy? I've no notion.
Probably right.
You mean they really have two different ears?
No, you really don't know a thing about them. Mind if I have a look at your goods?
Yeah.
Be my guest. I've top-notch armor. But as an expert, you'll see that for yourself.
See this guy's top-notch armor. To sson's armor.
So,
Actually, it's good armor. It's better than what I got. Although I can eventually upgrade mine. Eternal Fire Executioner's armor? No, thank you. Alright, let's sell all the stuff that we took off those bandits. You know, I've never used a club in this game before. I wonder if there's anything different about its mechanics.
they're just
See,
the
I
renegade.
got some new blinders. Yeah, they're renegades of their time and age.
Yeah. Martin Luther King Jr., who died for our sins.
Oh, that's so funny. Kid's mom was so embarrassed.
Right?
I'm gonna sell my gray armor die and my blue armor dies. I don't need. Should I keep my pink armor die though?
Sure.
No, I'm not gonna keep it.
Oh, okay. Why did you ask?
I was joking.
What if you need to hide in the giant pink booger or flower field?
If that comes up, then you can laugh in my face for being so short-sighted.
Okay. Just so everybody knows, I heard that. And yes, I will. He'll never tell me, though, if that happens.
I do have red and black dye, though.
Yeah, you could produce what color with those?
Well, you don't use both on the same piece. You dye one piece black, one piece red. That's how.
Oh.
Because that's how it works.
What do you mean that's how it works?
It's one dye per armor. I don't make the rules.
Material. That is what you were not clear about.
Fine.
So long.
Oh my god.
Don't ask
Thank you,
questions.
Master
Shut up.
Witcher.
Is that what I
No
said?
half-breed's hands. Now,
Not basically
that
what I
was a
said.
mean bunch of harlots.
I never said shut up. I never would.
What if they're going to college?
You do go to college.
I know.
Okay.
Drink! Give me a drink!
Hey, audience. You guys can go for my PhD.
Oh,
Stock send of whip
one's
await those
one
running
in chat
riot.
if you want. a man
Our
to go for a
duchy
PhD.
values peace and
She doesn't
quiet.
need to go for a PhD. It's just a reason to extend school.
If you think I should get my PhD, put it in chatters.
Lucky
Okay.
break. That's the only reason you want me
So
quit.
I gotta like cool it for like a couple of years and then I can swoop back in.
Yeah, then you can swoop back in.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Mhm.
I see.
That'd be cool. That'd be really like cool
Best
for you to
cure
be able
for the
to tell
beast,
people
a
that
witcher.
your wife has a doctorate.
Yeah, Amanda, PhD.
Yeah.
How did I miss stuff up here?
Ah!
That's Yeah, where was my PhD telling me then? Where was my PhD candidate then telling me I missed stuff?
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
I'm just kidding.
I'm here for moral support. Let's be very clear about
The guard brings
Oh,
peace
I
to
know.
our domains. Flout its writ and rot in
Oh,
chains.
I know. Oh,
Long
yeah.
live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
Let's see what's over here. Not much.
Mom,
Your mother?
favorite student ever.
He really was. Hope he's doing okay.
Wait, how many of those five
I'm
not
watching your
touching
flinty
yourself?
hide.
None.
9?
Yeah.
Oh.
Long live Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Yeah, guess so. Guess it's not meant to be, huh?
Witcher.
Guard girl whooping it up for me to beat the beast. Okay. Thanks for your help, bros. No, I'm talking to them. They didn't help me kill these monsters at all. I do it myself and just went, woo, 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 woo. Do it! Woo. Yeah. Are they being helpful?
Yeah. It's not in the way you needed them to be. It's how we grow and stretch as a person. Not everyone will behave the way you wish them to.
Ooh. Why are you hitting my head?
Was that hitting?
Why are you hitting?
Was that hitting?
Why are you hitting?
Yeah, was that helpful?
So helpful.
Yeah. Attention to Lululemon shoppers.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Can I do any of this stuff now?
No,
Thanks.
you're welcome. You can't, like, be the whole problem for a while and then be shocked.
I'm shocked.
Oh, I know.
Ah, okay. So I have to unlock these.
Unload what?
Try to harm more damage. Counter strike monsters. That sounds pretty good.
Hmm?
Oh, wow, that sounds good too. Let's get. Wait, what do I have to do? Oh, I need mutagens to do this stuff.
You
Oh,
probably needed that pink dye.
I did need that pink dye. Oh no.
You're not gonna sign in, are you? Because you're gonna get out of Facebook jail.
At 3:45 in the morning. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. I'm in Facebook jail. They won't tell me why. They still have never told me why. But yeah, I'm in Facebook jail. It was right after I posted my live streams. I don't know what it was, if someone just decided to report me. They didn't like what I was doing. But My account says it's fine. I have no infractions. But when I try to post stuff, it says you are prohibited from doing this until 3:45 on Monday. So I can't share anything. So actually, oh man, I meant to. Jeez, thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome.
I meant to do this at the beginning of the stream. Be like, hey, if you all can share this stream, especially if you're on Facebook, I would greatly appreciate it because I'm not allowed to even share my own streams. I can somehow still stream to all my Facebook accounts. I just cannot share them. And I'm limited in commenting on certain accounts, but not others. I'm limited in posting pictures in some accounts, but not others. It doesn't make any sense. I've never been given a reason.
And you probably won't be.
And I never will be. It's just I got zucked somehow.
Did you just say you got zucked?
Yep.
Wow. Every day I get more information and I think I should probably just delete my Facebook. There's no reason.
Yeah. What can you do?
Did you do anything interesting this weekend? No, shut up.
Yeah, we had a really good breakfast this morning at Golden Time. If you're ever in the St. Paul area, check out Golden Time. They're now like they started out this little coffee shop. Great coffee shop. They had the absolute best coffee drinks. My favorite was the Sarah Vaughan. They're all named after famous jazz singers and musicians. And they were so good. Like the best espresso drinks you've ever had. Then they outgrew that location. They moved just across the street to a much bigger location, had the coffee shop there for a number of years. And now we go back today, we find out that it's now been converted into a restaurant. They've gotten rid of all their drinks, and we were sad about that. Although they had really good, um, it was like I never heard of this mixture before, but it was chai tea, it was ginger ale, and then some kind of citrus or something?
Orange juice.
Orange juice. Yeah, it was almost like I don't even know what to say, but the spice of the chai really complemented everything else. It was so good. And the food was amazing too. I had some salmon Benedict, smoked salmon Benedict. Amazing. Amanda had some stuffed French toast that was phenomenal. Probably the best stuffed French toast I've ever had before because I got to eat some of it.
Wait, would you even say that French toast was better than Colossal?
Oh, that's such a close. Do they have stuffed French toast at Colossal?
You not get the apple green walnut?
Is that stuffed? Oh, that's right. That would be a tough head-to-head. I don't even know which one I would pick. Colossal Cafe in St. Paul is also amazing. Excuse me. Whatever. You already have all my germs.
Wow.
Do you not? Now what's some more? Now you're getting it. There's another. There's this entrance. What was this one? Is it where your mother lives? Oh yeah, this one was locked. Now it's open. Oh cool.
Best cure for the
Well,
beast.
I had to defeat this
Witcher.
guy before I could unlock it. This is where I had my final boss battle. If you recall. Yeah.
Oh, wait, when it's actually bedtime, I won't be able to sleep. But for now,
Yeah, so fun. Wow, that's way up there. Okay. We're going to do quick travel. We have to do fast travel to get to this next one because it's far away.
Your eyes!
Hey ya! Slow now. Whoa.
I like this village, but it is not easy to navigate across all these
Shine!
villages. Alright, I'm just gonna get off. I'm gonna get off because I don't want to run people over. Yeah, Liar McLiarson.
Yeah. Liar Esquire.
Liar Esquire. Where should I visit next? I think this point is the best point of interest to go check out. So we'll go to the trading post. See what's up at the old trading post. That's right, the trading post that's been
Captive
decimated.
audience.
Captive audience?
Yeah. I remember it's held steady for a while.
Yeah, that's been great to see. And that's one reason that I'm gonna try and diversify and get to covering more protests and stuff like that. Just because I'm hoping that it'll bring in more people, fresh faces. But also, I feel like I have
Not this at
something to offer. It's just a bandit camp. I don't
Boys.
I don't really need to deal with a bandit camp. That's fine.
You ain't touch my joke. It's fine.
I'm not like the other guys. Yeah, it's very, very funny. I don't think it's funny because I hear it a lot and it's dumb. I shouldn't be like the other boys. There shouldn't be anything unique about me. But when I was like, oh, I feel so safe around you. Like, really? That's the standard? That's a difficult thing to achieve? I do. Oh, moment. Alright. Time to employ some of my golden Oriole.
Orioles? Those are birds.
Good job. You know what?
Wow. Thanks.
What?
Condescension.
What?
Those are birds.
I've lost tracking. I got distracted by something else, so I don't know why you're upset with me right now. I'm just gonna say sorry. You okay, dude? Okay? Is there something wrong with riding bikes all of a sudden?
Just today.
Where did the other dudes go?
Moms?
Where's your mom's house? Is that where the boy sits?
Don't talk about my son that way.
Oh, hard on. Ah, come on. I can probably put those runes on now. We'll put them right there. And on my gauntlets.
I'm not like the other boys.
Actually, let's put that on my gauntlet. That's not a greater glyph. Oh, it is a greater glyph. Yeah, sweet.
What?
Talking to myself.
Oh, sorry.
Don't you worry.
Mind your business.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Wow, I really didn't say that. Anyway, oh yeah, so I was saying before. A lot of women say, oh, you're not like the other guys. And they resent that on behalf of what other men should be. We need to do some management here because I am dying fast. So first we're going to do some white honey.
Did you say white honey?
White honey clears your system of all the toxins.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was a fucking joke.
Why is that a joke? Wow. I'm just a joke to you. That is the takeaway that I am taking away, so.
Tell me what you got.
Oh, it's this guy's journal. Burned all his bridges. No return possible. Can't trust Delaney. Doesn't go. Delaney, sure. Delaney. Doesn't go smooth, and when someone finds these notes, know this, it was worth it. Worth killing my own, worth stealing, worth anything to escape from a miserable life on the path. Oh, this is from a Witcher. Oh no. It's Lex Sanders' journal. Time as a Witcher is over. I can't trust Lonnie, especially since he insists we meet at in a bandit's den. Hid the diagrams in a cave, which no ordinary man would be able to enter. Everything goes smooth. I'll collect my coin, tell him the cash is in the pits of Broom, then offer to escort him there for an additional fee. Doesn't go smooth, and someone finds these notes. Know this, it was worth it. Worth killing my own, worth stealing, worth anything to escape from a miserable life on the path. Oh man.
Every Witcher's felt it.
What's
The
wrong?
urge to drop it all and ride off into the sunset. This one decided to act
So
on
a
the
Witcher
urge.
from
Gods
who
be
knows
damned.
when.
No one lives there anymore. Might still find some clues, though.
Didn't want to be a Witcher anymore, so he betrayed his own kind, killed them, robbed them, because he hated them so much.
Wow. That sucks.
But I got his diagram, so haha. Take that.
You love a diagram.
I do love a diagram, because now I can make a master-crafted feline sword.
Feline.
Yeah, see, there's different schools of the Witcher. There's the feline school. They like light, stealthy armor. You move around a lot in. There's the Ursine, the bear school.
Bears.
Mm-hmm.
You love bears.
They like very heavy armor. That's also very armory.
Well, I'd hope so.
There's the wolf school, which I believe is a medium armor. That is my particular school.
You're the wolf.
Yeah, I'm from the wolf school.
Why did you pick that one?
That is what the Witcher always is. That is just who the Witcher is. And now we get a love letter signed by Bella de Guinness. Let's read it. My cherished friend, Gustav, I yearn to thank you for our last rendezvous. At the very thought of another, I burst with rapturous joy. Can you believe two people previously unknown to another could become so close so quickly? You and I. You asked if there's anything I prize most Dearly. Well, Gustav, I've always had a fondness for flowers. My tragically deceased fiancé would gather them for me in the pits of broom. I'd be lying if I said I had ever seen blooms more fair. Ah, the very thought that you, too, would go to such lengths and pick me a bouquet with your own strong hands, it makes my heart skip a beat. If you were to bring me those blossoms, it would prove you truly love me. Yours forever, Bella de Guinness. So she sent this guy into a cave to get flowers. The second lover of hers, by the way, that she sent into this dangerous cave full of giant man-eating flowers. And he also died.
Oh.
What a nice lady.
Definitely.
Oh, what's up here? Skinny cave. Weird. Oh. Oh. Oh, that just doubles back. Okay. I think that was all there was for in here. The only other way is down. Should probably find some more monsters, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe it's all just the same cave. Okay, it's all just the same cave. Oh. Well, freed up another cave. Huzzah. No, it's all in the day's work of a witcher. The pits of broom.
You love this.
I do love it. It's a fun game.
Somebody's a nerd.
Yeah? Who had to sing that?
Obviously. It's me.
Okay then. Who's a nerd? Who's a nerd? Oh, it still falls to me, huh?
Yeah.
How's that work?
I don't know. I can make the rules.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that. You wanna make the rules and just enforce them.
Hashtag capitalism.
Oh, wow.
Go,
Full
go.
circle, huh?
So, you don't even realize.
Oh, I realize.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Don't you try to wing coin me.
Wing, coin.
Do you realize? Come on. I shouldn't have had to feed that to you. That was not even a short jog
Orange walk.
off the shortest pier.
Pretty much.
Oh, what do we got here? We got a panther.
Where's the-
What's that about? I don't know why we're beating up the panther. Found some bananas. Mmm.
Wonder when bananas officially became clones of themselves.
As soon as people started cultivating them. Bananas used to, the original bananas have much larger seeds.
Right, they were bred to make smaller seeds.
Yeah, so I would say they became bananas as soon as we bred them to bloom at different times. Orders! Oh, that's a lot of coins, jeez. Let's read those orders. Orders for Calvin. Calvin! It's Calvin! Oh, that reference you got. Okay. You know I like you. Unlike the rest of this lot, you've got a good head on your shoulders. But the thing about a partner, seriously, lad, you adopted a diddling panther. The thing about a panther. Seriously, lad, you've adopted a diddling panther. A few of our men came back to camp with their bums so bitten they have to doo-doo standing up for weeks. How does that work? I don't know. And the very thought of going back on patrol has them shaking so hard their seams burst. This can't go on. Heard you've gone so daffy as to give it a name. Hobbs the panther. Oh, it's a letter to Calvin. His panther's name is Hobbs. You completely off your nut, aren't you? Now concentrate, because I don't feel like repeating this. The lad who brought you this letter is carrying a hefty coin pouch. That's the lion's share, no bleeding pun intended, of the loot from our last job. The pouch is yours, but you take that overgrown kitty somewhere out in the wilderness and slit its throat. Simple enough. For the sums you're getting from me, you buy yourself 2 pure-blooded greyhounds, and we can forget the whole thing. That's me being generous. Don't make me change tax. Staggin. I assume this is Hobbs, dead on the ground. Killed by his own panther. Oh, what a tragedy.
Wow. You have a lot of feelings.
So many feels.
That's nice.
All right. Back to the world map for another adventure. What do we got? I think that's going to be a reasonable one to do next.
Oh,
What?
nothing.
Come on.
Okay, you had something to say. Yeah. Okay. Do you have something to interject there? Okay.
I'm not allowed to even have ideas.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Just a silly woman. Is this the direction we're heading?
Yeah.
No. I say that so often. Yep.
Whoa! Not good.
Some sort of a massacre here. I hear something screeching in the sky.
Dinosaurs. There's the Witcher thing pre-dinosaur.
No, it's like the 1200s.
Blood. Lots of it.
Good job, Garalt. Your detective work has paid off. Yeah, no, I got it. Blood, lots of it.
We're clearly having some feelings about this.
Yep.
Kikimores?
Kikimora's tracks. Let's see where these Kikimoras go. Kikimora and off into the distance. They destroyed the horse.
No roach?
No. Roach has some pretty good horse armor now. Let's go down that easy.
Horse armor?
Yeah. I'll show you in a second. On the trail, some Kikimoras.
Some stench. Come on!
Too loud still? I realize. Sorry, it's just so soft for me for some reason. Yeah, actually, let's do that. You don't like the in-the-ear headphones, so no, how can we do that?
I should try these. I don't need to hear like a full screen of this stuff.
Why don't you hear like dialogue and plot and stuff?
Caking more eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash. So, missing workers. This is what became of them.
Cutscene, huh? Cutscene, huh? Why am I going to the valley? What? I don't know what's happening here.
Death comes for you!
But Japanese Minecraft.
No, I don't. Yep. See, okay, so look at my horse. He's got. I can't do it with these headphones on. He's got armor. See, horse armor.
He's very cool.
I told you.
He has protection.
Always use protection kits. I can already feel the glare.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's good. You're learning. I knew you were gonna say that. Oh, you're learning.
No problem.
Always bring them back to the boys.
Come on now.
You stand no chance against us. I want to go from the right. Did I get a piece of you, Grey Groin?
Time to end this.
What? Yes. Watch out!
Not good.
I need a potion
Well,
because I'm gonna die.
they were to negotiate with someone.
What else? I want something else too. Let's just do it.
Oh, the cadaver you're wearing.
Do I want a trek?
Truck.
Yeah, I do want a trek. Can you get it for me?
Yeah. Very wealthy. All of a sudden.
Letter to a mother. Darling mother, forgive me for fleeing without saying a word. But you know if father learned my intentions, he would sooner break my knees than allow me to leave. You must understand, the life of a village scribbler is not from is he a scribe or I don't know what that means. Village scribbler. I do not want to end up like father, spending my entire life hunched over tomes and slowly losing my eyesight during days and nights spent in dark offices. I want to live a life of adventure. Perhaps one day I'll visit you, my darling mother. Meanwhile, may you know health and happiness, your loving son, Fabrice. Well, Fabrice is never going to come back home.
No.
Because I just slaughtered him.
Wow. Guess he got more
Well,
adventure than he bargained.
It was a bandit camp. I couldn't get away from them. And so I was forced to fight them.
So you just killed him.
I had to. They were all attacking me. They were all attacking me. I couldn't. Thanks for being on my side. Appreciate it. Appreciate you.
So let's be real about this. This is the funny one.
Oh, there can be only one?
Can be only one.
Wow. Nice.
You don't make the rules.
It kind of seems like you make the rules.
Everything's all right.
Yeah. What happens when you're special? People want to talk to you.
Yeah, they do. Let me guess, you're in this mission for a little bit?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Like a little bit like I should sit here a little bit longer, or a little bit like...
You could sit here for a little bit longer.
Sorry?
Yes, you can sit here for a little bit longer.
Hey there. Go, go.
You gave me the hiccup.
Don't let you get away!
Bloody soul.
Just a bandit camp. That one I'll leave alone, okay? I did. I left them alone.
For now.
No, forever.
You're gonna kill him.
I like that your cord is now wrapped around the headphone cord. That's real helpful.
Love it.
You know it.
Helpful.
Just keep telling yourself. Nothing. Me, why?
Thanks, primo.
Must be Delonne's residence.
Yes, I have abilities.
No, like, you're not...
Gotta find a way inside.
To not run into trees, is that what you asked? Is he running? I have an ability to get around trees, yes. Of course, knows not to run straight into trees.
And not die.
He also knows how to not die, you're right, yes.
To be married, well, sometimes it's fun.
Giving me no choice.
Pack her up! This shan't drag on too long.
It'll be over soon.
Maggot-boned freak! Let's ride!
The otters weeping wounds.
The whole of us! At once!
Brave you are, Hayseed.
Ready to surrender.
And that's how you do that.
Nice.
My
Treat a person in
cannot
distress.
handle this. It simply cannot. Oh,
Live beyond his wounds.
Calm down. It's over.
Right.
I thank you, sir.
How's this winter?
And you must forgive me my momentary loss of
My
composure.
body in motion.
Are you in need of accoutrements, monsieur?
Let's find out what this guy's doing here first.
Fellow looks abandoned. You its owner?
I don't want
More its temporary steward. By order of the
Ah.
Treasury Minister, I am to serve as caretaker of Count Deloni's properties and estates. The Count is
why not
missing,
sleep good?
yet
I go stay up
no one at the palace warned me. Vilafit that is the lair of bandits. That is to say it was, but is no more. Thanks to your heroism, Monsieur Witcher.
What do you have that you're willing to sell?
Somehow this guy living by himself who's been taken over by bandits doesn't want to buy any of my swords.
Maybe he's trying to kill you.
I'll sell him bananas though.
Oh. But if
See
you
what
have
else.
an entrepreneurial spirit doesn't die.
Cucumber, 13 of those. 10, 22 potatoes. Blueberries. Onion.
Should I go get ready for bed?
Yeah. It's time to get ready for bed. What do you give me that look for?
Because you're probably gonna be coming to bed in like 40 minutes.
Thanks.
It's 9:05.
Thanks for your vote of confidence.
Guys, it's not a vote of confidence. This is a reality check.
Is that what you call it?
Yes.
Man, this guy doesn't have anything cool to sell.
I got cool stuff.
What is he even good for? Wait, so he will sell me dyes, but he won't buy dyes. That makes sense.
Maybe he has better composition colors than you do. You ever thought about that?
I suppose I only think of myself, right? That's where we're going with this one. I don't need any of his stuff. I guess I'll buy his Mandrake Cordial. And he's got no money again. Hero doesn't have anything. All right. That's it for Mr. Man.
Thanks. So long.
Let's just see what's inside. It's not really his estate. It's his master's. I don't know. Oh, no way. We get a diagram. All right. Dear Bartlemy, receive your letter and am delighted to tell you I've found a solution to your problems. What you described does indeed seem dangerous. And you yourself always told me they were freaks and cold-hearted murderers. Yet despite all this, I still think you should agree to his offer. Those diagrams truly outline revolutionary new methods of armor smithing. Not only will you be able to complete the contract her grace has given you, also earn a great deal of glory for yourself, and that I know is what you value above all else. Going to the bandits who dwell in the ruins of Iraq, of Atharc Palace for protection is a wise move. If the knights cannot get the best of them, a Witcher will also feel duly cowed in their presence. Shady miscreants of all types always respect each other. Do they now? Still, be extra careful during the meeting. Bandits and witchers are not to be trusted. Yours truly, Belinda de Lawney.
Another tale of a life compromised and ultimately claimed by greed and ambition.
Gotta see what's up here. Very strangely placed ladder. Must be where the bandits were keeping their lodgings. Else worthy taken. Oh, locked. Loot all those bandits. I totally forgot about that. Orders from Ruben. Keys to Villa Vedette. Where would that be? Ruben, some quill pusher from her Grease the Dung cases. Very clever. Court has been sniffing around Villa Vedette. Don't reckon I need to explain why I don't like that. No. Nor how much. Here to find the clerk and kill him. Burn the building. Anyone there with him. The noose. No raping, no impaling. Keep it simple. Yeah. Then head back to the Atharc ruins quickly because I've got another job for you. Stragan again. Interesting. Probably not gonna let me in there, is he? Place has high walls. And the other little building worth looking in doesn't look like it. Huge perils. I think that's it. I should be able to just leave out the front door now, right? Okay. There we go. Okay. Well, I guess we have to go search that next.
Let's go!
Bandit Camp Delone wrote about. Gotta be.
All right.
The scallywag!
This victim is faint primo.
That was a lot of dudes. I guess we're getting our special Witcher gear here, though.
Let's ride!
Oh, and there's more.
Damn it.
Shan't drag on too long. See you in purgatory!
Show me what you got.
This shan't drag on too long. Take him alive! Let's ride! You must kill him! You son of a tartman!
You all are trying to kill me. Wow, that was a lot of dudes. Seemingly out of nowhere. I assume that's not the last wave either. Fix my sword real quick like. Oops. That's not for swords. This is. All right, into the fray.
Gonna hang your head from my saddle.
Humble dunks! My composure is...
Did I say headphones have gender? Yes? Have I been misgendering your headphones? So very sorry. Sorry, guys. I appreciate your selling this every day.
Ever fight a Witcher? idea.
Circle him! Circle him!
Weird, I couldn't go in there, but okay. There's like an opening. It's like, Garalt, just duck your head just an inch. But he won't do it.
It's like,
Yeah, I suppose. Wow, what a cool organizational chart. Huh? What if what now?
Let's ride! This shan't drag on too long.
Let's see what this is. Hans Leader's Notes. It all went off without a hitch. Bartolome de Lani proved a poncy fool. Just like I thought. Witchers fell right into our trap too. Put too much stock in his skills. Thought he could handle anything. At first we acted like bored thugs, just picking our noses, waiting for our pay. When Delani and the Witcher finally came to terms, the Witcher let slip he was hiding the rest of the diagrams in the pits of Broom. Dangerous place that is, but maybe we'll find some safe route to the Witcher's cache. One bolt from the back took care of Delani. Expected more trouble from the Witcher, so we hit him with a couple. Good thing too, because he still had a good heap of life in him. Though he couldn't even get off his belly, I'll let the lads check just how much pain the Witcher's can stomach. Oh, that's great. They earn a bit of recreation. Well, these are some fine fellows that I'm killing. After the job they'd done, then we grab the coin of Delani, and soon we're off to the pits of Broom to get those precious diagrams and sell for all we can. Okay.
Witcher and armorer. Oh, that shit luck.
Womp womp. What can I drop? Yeah, I always get overburdened. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I'm 23 now.
Okay. I hear you. What did I ever do to the Cooper's Guild? That's bizarre. Cooper's Guild has something to say to me. Do you know? What might that be? Is there some right up there? Oh, there is. Okay. That's the part I'm missing. Okay. Aha. Totally went by this ladder. And here he is, the final quest.
I'll diddle you with your own dinkling. No! Kaflue him!
Die.
Alright, let's read his notes. That should be the end of this quest after this. Taking the Silver Salamander in did a lot to relieve the tense atmosphere. Things had already gotten relaxed a bit in the swamps because a good number of our men went off on assignment, but our Hans is so bum-hugging huge. The ruins of Palace Athak still look like a bleeding bazaar. A man can't even empty his bowels in privacy. Top it off, my bones ache to high heavens. The humidity and even the wenches can't warm up properly. Need to look around for something, and fast before the good mood from the last raid fades completely and folk get ornery. This time we need to hit something big, thinking more and more about the vineyard in the south. Coronada, that's my vineyard. Fat chance, bucko. It'll do perfectly. Worth sending some scouts. Maybe start planning a big job. And I need to straighten out something with the lads. Every other one of them's hit upon the idea of scribbling down memoirs. Regular bloody bunch of literati. Should take to practicing swordplay or hunting instead of becoming diarists. I keep a log. That's enough for the whole lot of us. I'll whip one or two of the harlots' broods, wipe my derriere with their diaries, and maybe the rest will get down to some honest bandit. So that's it. I know I needed that for my quests and stuff, but I don't really care if these guys retake their royal lands. What do I care? I owe nothing to this Duchess. No reason to think they'll be fairer than the bandits.
Witcher! A moment of your past, may I?
The Perak murdered. A knight so honorable, so esteemed.
This is gonna be longer than
What
this
a
message.
story! A lone witcher against a swarm of those stone stinkers, and he licked them one and all. Well, well, Starling Strakenhoff, House Pam Tittled Harlotsbrud has bit the dust. May he rest in pain and agony. You've earned yourself a steep price cut here, Witcher.
Stragan. Name's familiar. Ran into him a while back.
What's this? He must have been a horrible hound shacker. Decent folk don't bear that name.
Can't say if that's true for all the dragons, but this one sure wasn't decent. Met a bad end, too. Justly so.
You carved up the knob capper. I knew it.
Druids did it for me, actually. Burned him alive.
Oh, lovely.
I don't know this at all.
Lovely.
Alright, let's
Show
see
me
this
what you
guy's
have on offer, will you?
offer. I'll sell off all these. Where's finally? What is this? Toussaint crossbow. Better crossbow. That's cool. Ooh, he's got a lot of stuff. Yikes. Ooh, that's much better than my sword. Wow. Hmm. I don't want to stick with my steel sword though. Just need the final piece of that. Works so nice. That seems like about it.
See you later.
Bastards! Balls! Misericords!
The Camerlengo best not be late with my pay.
At your service, master.
Yes.
Sir Nathan de Peyrac Perrin murdered. A knight so honorable, so esteemed.
Trolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Master Witcher, you wouldn't be seeking an apprentice, would you?
Drizzle spit, I've not a copper of my wages left.
Slake those that thirst, feast those that hunger.
Only a witcher stands the best for these.
It is right and fitting, Witcher, that the Duchessa summoned and you came.
See, you're the Duke of this, the Duke of that, you're the Duke of Dog Tittle.
Leaping Lepiota's heels. I failed to order more lamb and bread.
I think I shall say tittle it all and go hut sheep.
Just finishing this up. Oh,
Witcher. Whatever.
The forest, the mighty forest, the brown bears.
Guess that's champion.
Leaping Lepiota's heels. I failed to order more lamb and bread.
I think I shall say tittle it all and go hut sheep.
Ha! The Witcher we love to laugh. I hope you've got it some particularly nasty nastiness since we last met. Ha! What am I saying? Of course you have.
Show me what you have on offer, will you?
all right. That should do it finally. That's the last thing I need.
See you later.
This area.
Bastards!
So we'll set our course for next time. We'll say goodbye. Undiscovered location. Ooh, bunch of undiscovered locations now. Guess we gotta go check that stuff out. That'll be what we do next time.
Misericords!
Till then, had a fun time tonight. Thank you all for watching. What is going on with my camera? It is bugging out. What is happening here? That's really bizarre. I've never seen it do that before. Oof. Well, I guess that's my sign to get off now. Yeah, if you like this sort of thing, share. Whoa. What is happening? Hold on. All kinds of stuff bugging out now. No, I can't use my mouse. Oh, that's just fine. Just fine indeed. Why won't it recognize that camera? That's bizarre. Never seen it do that before. Now it's working. Okay. There we go. There, everything's good. All right. If you'd like to support the stream, you can always do that. Let's see. There we go. All kinds of products up here on the store. Bread Theory Shop. Fourth wall. I'll put it in the chat. There you go. Buy a product with the logo on. I still can't get over that. Oh, yeah. We should probably make that bigger so you can actually see the products I'm looking at. But we got stickers, we got shirts, we got tumblers, we got bucket hats, beanies, all sorts of cool stuff. Go check it out. I don't know what's coming up for the PSL. They just had their last mass volunteer meeting yesterday. So I don't know what to tell you about that, but the best place to follow them is on Instagram. It's just going to keep bugging out. Boy. Yeah, camera unavailable. Hopefully that will be solved by next time. Don't want to have to get a new camera all of a sudden. Check out the PSL. Follow them on Instagram, though. None of this stuff seems to be showing on the stream either. We are just failing left and right. Wow. Anyway, that's definitely a good time to sign off. We're just going to have to use the camera from the computer because my other one is not working. Yeah, it's not even posting my messages. I don't know what's happening. Something's not communicating with another thing. Anyway, thanks again for joining. I will see you all next time on Tuesday. Should be another SJWitcher stream. Do more, probably take on another bandit camp or something like that, because apparently I have to rid them all. Part of what I signed up for. But until then, have a good night. Do you want to say good night, Amanda?
Bye-bye.
That was Amanda saying bye-bye. Bye-bye.